Hi guys, this is Fipz here from SPG. This is another video about price overview in Archeworld. We have the last day of October right now and it feels like the market is not doing so well. For some, this is a very bad and scary time, and for others it's good, and that's the moment where you have to start doing action. I tell you after the intro. Archeworld price is at the moment at 28 BSLT, that's 30% down from last week. Labor as well is super low at 2 on the floor, which is 50% down compared to last week. BSLT is also a little bit down at 0.38, that's about 5% loss compared to last week. Also, most materials are down around 20 to 80% in value. The land NFT prices are still stable, even though they are affected by it a lot. Let us talk about first why we have these current prices. It is important to understand the reasons and what affects these prices in order to react accordingly and not make bad decisions right now. There are 3 fundamental issues that need to be solved. First, the bots, second, balanced economy, mint versus burn, and third, fun game with content. We can blame the bots for most cheap items listed in the auction house, for example all the tier 3 items, but also the tier 4 weapons and the labor potions. And all items we earn from basic compasses. In order to fix that, we have to devalue bottable items and add a team of moderators which manually detects and ban these bots. And we know they are working on it. Second, a balanced eco. The minting versus burn doesn't work yet. What do I mean with it? When we produce Archeworld, for example, with our working benches, we mint that material. When people use Archeworld, for example, for upgrading items or repairing equipment, it gets burnt. And it has to be on a balanced level, otherwise the price will inflate, obviously. The same is with the materials which we harvest from our farms, and also items dropping from the endgame. We create a lot of these items, but the game does not offer us yet options to use it, really. We know future updates are planned, so they are working on it. Third, fun game with content. Well, this is connected a little bit of what I just said. We need to have content for all kinds of players, for traders, crafters, PvE and PvP players alike, with small scale and big scale content. We need more even playground and more different activities, since we know content like dungeons, crafting, naval, trading and so on will be added. It could fix the problem of lack of content, and it will come sooner or later. Nevertheless, here is my price overview with the current market. Still, it is the best if we harvest livestock, grain and herb, because skin is still the highest in value. And if it comes to the lands, the profit is very low. If you are renting a standard land, you are doing around $18.94 per month in profit, and with a medium $9.50. If you upgrade your benches, you do $108 with a medium, $45 only with a large land. Consider that you had like a lot of investment. In total it cost you $774 to get your setup ready, including the design for the large land, including all of the benches upgrades and so on and so on. If you have rare benches, you can earn 344 with the land, which is the highest we can have here. You do 287, but doesn't make sense because we have invested $2,700 for it. And Arcane and Heroic doesn't make sense because it is super pricey to set it up. So these are the only tiers which we want to talk about. And according to this, it makes only sense to have a medium right now with upgraded benches or a large one with rare benches. If you own land but not renting it, of course the profits are still there and it still looks kinda green. We earn $75 with a standard, 121 with a medium, 182 with a large, and if we upgrade the benches, 222 with a medium, 326 with a large, and here where it's the most profitable compared to the price of setting it up is a large one with 620 $5 a month. So how we can make the best out of the situation? So not only the profit per month is reduced, but also the price of setting it up is reduced. So for example, a large land, we only need $1,579 for everything in total to set up our farm where we earn $344 per month. I always like to calculate with labor price of 4 BSLT and an Archeworld price of 40 BSLT. Also BSLT price of 40 cents. And now we can see the prices of setting such farm up is increased a lot. For example, here we need now $400 more than 1 week earlier. So meaning because the Archeworld prices are low, now it's a good time to invest in our farm. If ever the Archeworld price would go back to 40 BSLT, which I personally expected on at least a short period of time, we would earn $545, but we only invest right now 1,600-ish in order to set it up. So that's around 3 months ROI. Plus, we still have assets worth 3,756 BSLT in tradable Archeworld benches and the design, which is 100% refundable, which costs us 1,080 BSLT. So back to how to deal with the situation and maybe making a 10x on some items. Well, Rothschild once said, buy to the sound of cannons and sell to the sound of trumpets. To succeed in the market, also in Archeworld, we want to go against the crowd, especially when it's the most difficult time to do so. I am personally buying as much items I can which are currently almost useless, that are items which with high minting but low or even no burning rate. My favorites are items that are additionally hard to get but only sell low in price because of the low demand at the moment. For example, the yellow core has almost no use right now. We can only craft tier 6 upgrades with it, but the server is not yet ready for it. Rift zones from raids say that you can craft various equipment improvement, but there are no equipment improvements out yet, but we know it is coming. Also, I have an eye on safe bets. For example, these stacks of 100 rare skill nodes are listed for 1 BSLT only. Since 100 is the maximum amount of stack and 1 BSLT is the lowest price to list it, it can't go down. We can only lose the fee of, in this case, maximum 0.1 BSLT. But if ever the demand will be increased, for example by new content which includes new skill sets, or even if we need it as a material for crafting items that change our current skills, that would mean that demand would be increased a lot. And if it's even only to 0.1 BSLT for a single skill node, it would make us 10x. And yes, that's already happened. For example, let's have a look at the infusion prices 2 weeks ago, when it suddenly cost 0.1 instead of 0.01. If you want to know more, follow and subscribe to the channel. You can expect another video with new prices updates and content updates on Thursday after the patch. Until then, see you and bye for now.